Namaste, Mitron. Welcome back to Movie Community College. Marinam Tish Hay, the Warrior Queen. And welcome if it's your first time here.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How are you?
That's
This is
the
a
stool
hey,
beneath me.
calm down. This is a very serious video here. This is going into our coming revolution. In India, you should care about this video because the way I see it, you are 20, 30 years behind what's going on in America.
Yeah.
So what is happening here in this video will happen to you. It is coming to your shores, it is coming to your culture, and they're going to do the same thing. They just need 20 to 30 years to get there. So let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Okay.
The founders of this country had a keen understanding of the importance of religious freedom because so many of them were fleeing religious persecution. So they protected the exercise of religion in the very First Amendment to the Bill of Rights. Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, doesn't care. He's using his new coronavirus powers to shut down churches that disagree with him. The Episcopal Church is fine. They're fully on his team. But places like Grace Community Church in Los Angeles are not, and he's threatening to shutter them. Pastor John MacArthur runs that church and has for a long time. We're happy to have him on tonight. Pastor, thanks so much for coming on. Give us a quick overview of why you think you should reopen given the coronavirus.
Well, first of all and foremost, it's a First Amendment right. This is the United States of America, and the government can't intrude in worship. We stand on that amendment. The second thing that makes this so sensible is in the state of California, there are 40 million people. 8,500 of them have died with COVID. That's 0.002. So in California, you have a 99.99% chance to survive COVID. So why would you shut down the entire state? And particularly when people are frightened and sometimes terrified that they're going to die, shut down the church where most of the intense relationships in our society exist. In the life of a church. It's multi-generational. We've had 21 weeks with no ministry to 1,000 little children, to 1,000 university students, to junior high students, high school students, senior adults. We've had no funerals, no weddings. I can't go to the hospital. I've had to go on the phone to talk to dying people at the hospital. And finally, I started preaching in an empty auditorium. I did it 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and the people, without us saying anything, started coming back. They didn't buy the narrative. They didn't buy it, and they started coming back. By the way, we're the original protesters. We go back 500 years to the Protestant Reformation. We're still protesting lies and deception for the sake of the truth. So they started coming back, and they kept coming back, and last Sunday, 3,000 of them came back. And they rejoiced, and they hugged each other, and they didn't wear masks, and they sang songs. And they understand the reality of it. I haven't had to say anything. We finally put out a document, which you probably read, which affirms why this is right and why it's critical for our society.
And I would hope our viewers would read it. You're a brave man, Pastor MacArthur. I appreciate your coming on tonight. Godspeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, our pastor at our church was trained by John MacArthur, the pastor you just saw there, at his seminary. And I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud that our church is an offshoot of John MacArthur's church, and we are like-minded and we stand with them. He is brave because in California, he runs the very real risk of being arrested and put in jail for exercising his constitutional rights. So the states in America that are run by Democrats, including California, will tell you that, you know, they're putting these restrictions in place because of the virus. However, you can exercise your First Amendment right to go out and protest and scream and heckle, but you can't exercise your First Amendment right to go to church and sing? No, it doesn't work that way. And so John MacArthur and his church have pushed back and said, no, we're going to have church. And so the state of California has now sent them a cease and desist letter, and the church is suing the state of California, the governor of California, the mayor of Los Angeles, and others. And I am so excited about this. You said this is what's coming to India in 20 or 30 years as far as religious freedom. It's going to be way quicker than that, because we're seeing things like this go at a breakneck pace in America now. It's going to happen at a breakneck pace in India too. If you're not careful about guarding your freedoms, you will see them go away.
I will be a martyr for this cause.
Yeah.
I will not stop. John MacArthur will go to prison and probably die.
He's 80.
And be a martyr
Yeah.
of this. And this is just fascism at its height.
Yeah.
And I wonder when the silent majority is going to stand up and say no more. I wonder when they're going to say, I'm so tired of all this stuff. India, there is a revolution underway in America. I would advise you to avoid America until you see how this shakes out. This is becoming a very dangerous place. There are two sides who have very different views of how America should be run. One by the Constitution and Bill of Rights, and another one who says, no, it's what we decide.
Right.
You have.
If you come to America, stay in states that are run by conservatives. Arizona, Texas, Florida, South Dakota. Don't go to California. Don't go to New York. Don't go to Illinois.
Yeah.
These are places that are run by Democrats and have been run by Democrats for decades. In Chicago, more than 100 years since they've had a conservative mayor there. And these cities and states, Portland, Oregon, Seattle, Washington, they're run by Democrats, and they mean to destroy America. That's what they're trying to do. And you see the same thing in India with the Congress Party. Well, that's how it is here with the Democrats. So
thanks for watching, and I'm working on a video about what's going on in Chicago that I think you may find interesting. We'll catch you later. Peace and much love.
Bye, friends.
Well, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and please check out our internet radio station, darkskyradio.com. Again, that's darkskyradio.com. We got great talk shows. We play some music. You will be thoroughly entertained. Peace and much love.